Ryan joins us now with the full forecast, and you are just tracking some thunderstorms moving through, watching what could happen here.
Very quick moving line of storms. This is not going to last all evening, but when they come through, in the next hour to hour and a half, they could pack a little bit of a punch.
Okay.
So, yeah, let's get you caught up to speed on the radar and satellite. Through the mountains and north, it's been pouring rain, but those are not severe thunderstorms, even though you may have some claps of thunder. And in central and eastern Maine, the air is much too stable here. You may get some rumbles, but you're not going to get into the severe weather, meaning the strong damaging winds or a quick spin-up tornado. There is a severe thunderstorm warning, though, that goes from central Oxford County, most of Androscoggin County, down through Cumberland and York counties until 5:15. The main threat here will be wind gusts to 60 miles per hour, but there could be a quick spin-up tornado on the line. And there have been a couple little places on this line with rotation, but nothing that's been consistent enough to signify there is a tornado. But either way, the winds will gust in spots up to 60 miles per hour, and that's in and of itself enough to cause some damage. The line itself is racing to the east, so it's already cleared the Maine-New Hampshire border. It's about to come into Sanford and Springvale, Hollis into it now, Sebago, back up toward the Lewiston, Auburn area. It makes it to the coastline in probably about a half hour or so. I want to zoom in on this area, though. This is probably the strongest part of the line, going through Paris, Otisfield, Poland, Casco. It'll be brief, but you can get some wind gusts to 60 miles per hour as this comes east, and it is headed toward Lewiston and Auburn at this point. This mode of the radar allows us to see the motion of the wind inside of the storm. And when you have a line like this, it's really tough to pick out any spin-up tornadoes. It's not like one classic supercell thunderstorm with nothing else around it. But there have been a few kinks in this line that suggest a little rotation where the reds and greens come together. And there is one area right here on the Otisfield-Poland line that looks like there may be a little rotation. It's just not strong enough to signify a tornado warning at this point, and same goes up here around Paris. Another thing is the dew points are a little lower here, so it's not quite as humid. Either way, that's a signature for some strong gusty winds, though, as this line moves to the east. And here are some of the approximate arrival times. Getting into Auburn within about the next 10 minutes, the Portland area about 5:10 or 5:15, and then if it holds together, Augusta, Bath, Wiscasset, and Boothbay between 5:30 and 6 o'clock. The line has produced several reports of damaging winds to the west in Vermont and New Hampshire, so I do think the wind gusts are the primary concern here. Not so much in eastern Maine because it's cooler and also less humid here. It's really just in the muggier air where these stronger storms will be. We've had wind howling today out of the southeast with the storm center way up to our north in the St. Lawrence River Valley. We've had some gusts up over 30 miles per hour. That wind will be easing and changing direction a little bit this evening. So this line races east tonight. I think past 7 or 8 o'clock the severe weather threat is done. Tomorrow looks like a really nice day, especially in southern and coastal Maine. Temperatures get close to 80. In northern Maine, a little bit of a different vibe, more clouds and maybe a passing shower. But I think south of Route 2 or so, it should be a pretty good day tomorrow. Here's a look at the next 7 days. Your weekend, which we'll talk more about coming up at 5 and 6 o'clock, looks decent. A mix of sun and clouds with just a pop-up afternoon shower. It won't be all that warm, considering we're now getting close to summer and summer begins on Sunday. Temps generally in the low 70s, but I think you just have a few showers you have to dodge over the weekend. Let's send you outside right now. Bailey Cornick is in Limerick, I believe. And Bailey, the storm probably just went by you. Did you see any wind or anything like that?
Yeah, hey Ryan, hey guys. So heading from Limerick, yes. So last time I talked to you guys, we had a few sprinkles going on. Once we got into Limerick, it was perfect timing. Definitely started pouring rain. It got me and my photographer here, it just got dark all of a sudden and it started pouring. It's stopped now. It's a bit rainy now. I'm going to show you the roads here. Let's see. All right. So the roads are definitely wetter. We're heading back toward Portland, like Ryan said. That's supposed to get, the storm's supposed to get there at about 5. So we're heading toward Portland.
All right, one of the challenges of driving in stormy conditions would be your cell service right there. All right, our thanks to Bailey Cornick. We'll be checking in with her, however. We'll be right back.